In question 15, we're going to look at how we can use the graphics calculator financial mode, or some call it TVM solver, in order to find the interest rate given some parameters. Now, please notice as you're working through these problems that you can't just simply use the formula, be it the recurrence or be it the compound interest formula, in order to work these out. What you must do, though, is to show all your entries from the calculator and as well as your results. Let's just start this. So in the first instance, I've got 5 years. So I'll enter n is equal to 5. The interest rate's what I'm after, so I'll leave that blank. Now the present value. Now when I enter this, this is like money out of my pocket. So I go negative 1,000. I don't have a payment in this situation. Future value, well, I want this money to grow, to be in my pocket, to grow to 1,500. So putting that in. Payments, compounding annually. So I think I've got everything there. And I find that my interest rate is 8.45 to 2 decimal places. So this is how I record this. Question mark. In 15C, you'll notice that you're asked for interest not compounded annually, but compounded monthly. So going back to the compound interest, I'm entering, in this instance, 10 years, and I can enter 10 times 12, or if you want to, you can just enter 120. The interest rate is what I'm after. I'll leave that blank. Money out of my pocket, so negative $5,000. The payment, 0. Payment would be if you're adding to it each month or each fortnight or whatever. I want that to grow to 8,000. And I'll make both of these 12. Even though I'm not paying anything, the interest is compounded monthly. So I put in 12 there. And the interest figure I get is 4.71% to 2 decimal places. Now please notice I'm recording my results over the right there. I'm recording my data entry there. You'll notice down the bottom there's an end of month. That refers to payment. That can change between beginning and end. We'll look at that a little later on. Make sure always that you're recording your entries as well as your result as you go. In the case of 15E, you're after the number of payments. You'll have to convert that to years and months in some instances. We record the following entries. 8 for the 8%. I can leave that as 0. Come back and push that button later when I need to find it. Negative 3,500 because I've given the bank or the financial institution the money. So it's out of my pocket or out of my wallet, purse, whatever. I'll make both of these 12. And then tap gently on the end. And you can see 20.1 months. Now, in reality, you can't invest money for 20.1 months. So you might choose to invest for 20 or invest for 21 to get a bit more. Please make sure that you record the answer generally to 1 or 2 decimal places, depending on the question. Moving on to 15F, you can see the data entries I've made there. Quarterly, 4 and 4. Record it as you go. And that means that there's 10.35 quarters in order to make that particular amount of money. Now, clearly, we can't invest money for 10.35 quarters. Now, I just want to show you very briefly what would happen if, say, I put down 11. And what would the money be worth then? So I'll put in brackets down here, 7,067.69 if n is equal to 11 quarters. Take some time to get familiar with the operations of your calculator.